My father-in-law had a meltdown because I proved he doesn't know his son. So I, 34-year-old male, and my husband, 30-year-old male, do our best not to spend an abundance of time with my father-in-law. He's a cowardly narcissist who says hot dog unironically. Ever since I came into the picture almost 7 years ago, we had simply not meshed. A great deal of that is due to the fact that I've been spending those years instilling confidence and boundaries into my husband. Father-in-law does not like being told no. We literally got kicked out of a restaurant one time because he couldn't accept that they wouldn't give him a discount. So, needless to say, our interactions are nothing more than exchanging a few pleasantries. So last week we were over there for our quarterly visit. The way these evenings typically go is that my husband occupies my father-in-law while my mother-in-law tests out her new English vocabulary on me. This time my husband is doing the bulk of the talking to both of them because he's excited about the new organization he's working with. Father-in-law keeps trying to change the subject because it's been 2 seconds since the subject of the conversation was about him. My husband and my mother-in-law both snap. I'm not entirely sure what they said as my Spanish is still terrible, but it amounted to them telling father-in-law to shut up and listen. Father-in-law gets obstinate and essentially tells my husband that no matter what the organization is, it'll never compare to the work he did in his youth. My husband understandably storms out with my mother-in-law hot on his tail. Awkwardness ensues because I'm chuckling at father-in-law. He never spoke to me like this until you came along. I know, I'm so proud. You've changed him. No, this is who he's always been. You've just never noticed it before. I know my son. What's his favorite color? What? What's his favorite color? It's the same one he had as a kid. Name 2 of his interests. They don't make any sense. Name them. Here's an easy one. What's the name of the organization he's working with? This wannabe Bob Ross, granola-eating mofo, couldn't answer. My husband said the name of the organization like 5 times that night. You want to know the sad part? My parents can answer each and every one of those questions, and they've known your son for a fraction of the time you have. Cue the screeching in Spanish. Being yelled at in a foreign language by a non-native speaker is a surreal experience. Obviously, my husband comes in and yells back, and it blows up even more. But the part that stands out is the fact that father-in-law still refused to admit that he just hadn't taken a genuine interest in my husband in years. Like, bruh, you don't even know your kid's favorite color? Hello? Now my husband is contemplating going no contact, and I can't blame him. Is it normal for a parent to set a bedtime at 24 years old? Recently, my mother has been setting bed curfews for me to go to bed at 11 p.m. I thought it was because I was making noise. However, I've come to realize that even if I'm not making any noise at all, she will come into my room and have an argument with me, saying I've woken her up. If I respond by saying I've literally made no noise, she always says, well, there's light under your door, so you're still awake. However, it's not consistent. She's a light sleeper, so a cat or animal making a noise outside will wake her up. But she decides to come to my room and blame it on me. I'm not sure if it's a control thing, but I'm wondering if anyone else had a similar experience.